Well, welcome everybody. That's right. Today I'm bringing you a kind of a different video. Something that I don't normally do a lot on the channel, but as you guys can see, I'm on this website called Reddit. I'm sure you guys have heard of it. It's a scary website. There's a lot of nasty, weird shit on this website. I rarely am on it. But today I was like, you know what? Instead of posting just a regular gameplay type funny moments thing, let's go onto the internet, and go see what the Destiny subreddit has to offer. I personally have looked through this maybe like 2-3 times before, and I found some weird shit. So I'm just gonna look through this and just edit and show you the weird, funny stuff that I see, and also maybe a lot of these posts I feel like are just roasting Bungie and how bad the game is right now. So I might give my opinion on how I feel about a lot of this stuff. So yeah, let's get right into it. What is this? Well, you guys twisted my brain, so now you get Ariana's vow. Is it Ariana's as a bear? What the fuck is this? Why? What? Why would you spend your time making this, bro? What? People have way too much time on their hand. Oh no, is this another one? Oh no, hair apparent. You can't really see it because of face cam. Hold on. Like, why? Why do people... This all the subreddit is? Just fucking gun puns with people just, making fun of the game and how bad it is? I can't be too upset, though. The Umbral Engram system from Season of Arrivals should be applied to all vendors in order to make going for specific loot drops possible. Okay, I don't know what he means, but that kind of seems interesting. The Umbral Engram system was a great example of how a targeted loot system inside of Destiny could work. Having the ability to target specific types of loot via different engrams would make turning in tokens to Zavala, Shack, Salatin, and world vendors more appealing. Something as simple as separating armor and weapon drops into 2 separate engrams that the player can choose from upon increasing their reputation level with a vendor would go a long way compared to the current system. It sucks getting an armor drop from Saladin when you're going for weapons. Additionally, it would be nice to have the ability to target previous Iron Banner weapons. I fully agree with this. This is kind of cool. It kind of goes as well with, like, at the end of Deepstone Crypt, how you can kind of just choose to spend on towards what you're trying to get. I like that. So the Umbral Engram system was cool because you did kind of get to choose what you're going for. It does need tweaked a little bit, having your postmaster full with a shit ton of Umbrals is just kind of annoying, but I like where this is going. Having, being able to choose different kind of loot in terms of armor, weapons, or maybe just kind of like class or something. Bungie, please bring back 801 in the Black Armory, but on a scheduled timer to Iron Banner Trials? That sounds whack as fuck. We've got some pretty cool examples of time-gated activities. Banner for a week, a few times a session. Trials only on the weekend. Why couldn't we see similar rotation for PvE using previous? I don't know. At that point, that's just them reusing old content at the end of the day. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's mainly what Destiny is, but I don't know if when we're looking for content, I don't know if seasonal forges, menagerie, and fucking sundial are what we're looking for. But I get what this person's saying, but I don't know. I'm not too big on that. The Whisper and Outbreak missions were peak. You had to be there moments in D2. We need more surprises with great content and loot. I 100% agree. With them sunsetting everything and taking out the Whisper and Outbreak mission, it's a big hit because now there's no real, timed mission where you get an exotic at the end. A thing I love to do was to get on Destiny, and any of my new friends like trying to get into the game, or just anybody LFG wise that I just was bored and felt like helping, I had no problem. I had lots of fun, carrying people through these missions. Because at the end of the day, they're fun and they're timed. You get that rush. You get that adrenaline. Like, these are fire. And you actually get a good reward. The Whisper and the Outbreak are both great rewards. I would love to see Bungie put more stuff into the game like this. I mean, they can't obviously overdo it because then we'd be tired of it. But there's not enough of these. Especially because I feel like... I'm not a game designer, but like I definitely don't think this is that difficult to put into the game. I mean, I could be wrong, but it just doesn't seem too difficult. I mean, you just load us into an area, You just go wave a wave of enemies, and then parkour section, then eventually, you know, kill the final boss and you get it. I feel like Bungie's definitely capable of making a bunch more of those. Bungie, the final chest in Deepstone Crypt Raid is a perfect example of how to mitigate bad luck, and I think you should bring that concept into all activities. I fully agree. Like, I was talking about this earlier with the, like, Umbral Engram thing with other vendors. Give us more, you know, targeted loot. Instead of it just being you get one of these, like, 20 different items or whatever. Make it, like, simmer down to, like, 2. Kind of like how they're doing with the seasonal event and the lure or whatever. You can kind of, you know, target the specific weapon you're going to get and the specific rules and all that. Kind of like how they did with Menagerie. Like, bring more stuff like that back so that we're not just, you know, boringly grinding without a purpose with just a tiny chance of getting what we want. This way, we kind of have a more idea of what we're going for, so it gives us more of that drive so that we know we're going to get something at least useful at the end of the day. I would love to see more stuff like this. Why isn't there a Europa PvP map? I never thought of this. Wait, yeah, why isn't there? That'd be fire. You know, Europa is so beautiful and they spent so much time on the environment and the weather and stuff. Why isn't there, you know, anything set in Europa? I mean, I'm sure there's probably some lore or something out there that, like, is concrete evidence on why. But I would love to see a Europa map, especially because, like, the Crucible maps either all suck or they've been in the game for so long that they're getting dry. Like, we need new maps. We need something just cycling in and out. Like, I would love to see a new PvP map, like, maybe every, like, 1 to 2 seasons. Like, just something. We just need something, man. Remember what happened last time PvP balance was prioritized over everything else? We had Destiny 2 launch, 2 primaries, subclass abilities were nerfed and oversimplified. Ability cooldowns were far too long and movement was slow. This affected every area of the game, all for the sake of PvP balance. It took us a whole year to recover from it. I don't play PvP outside of Mayhem. PvP is great. Because I only find Mayhem fun. Don't ruin Stasis. Don't ruin the majority of the game just because PvP isn't balanced. PvP has never been the main focus of the game, nor should it ever be. I know a lot of people won't like hearing this, and I'll likely get downvoted to oblivion. But it has to be said. We don't want a repeat of D2 vanilla. Okay, this... I bumped my mic, sorry. I don't know how I feel about this. I don't like this statement. PvP has never been the main focus of the game. I get where you're coming from with that. Personally, I prefer PvE way more than PvP. I have a lot more fun with PvE. Mainly because it's more of a casual experience. But PvP is what keeps people playing. I mean, look at all of YouTube. Look at all this stuff. Most of it is PvP gameplay and stuff like that. Just because it's the better version of just endless content. In terms of just getting on every day and playing. I do see what he means, though, by don't ruin PvE by balancing PvP too much. And I fully agree. The thing is, PvP is always broken, but people don't realize that that's a good thing. Because you need broken weapons, you need metas, you need all this stuff. Otherwise, there's no purpose to getting any loot or getting any guns or getting anything like that. Or even getting better at the game if everything's just the same. Like, it's just not going to be fun. It's going to be boring. I mean, you look at all these other games... Like Call of Duty and Apex and all this stuff where the metas are changing every update, everything like that. You need stuff like that to keep it fresh. So I get where this person's coming from, but don't say PvP has never been the main focus of the game. To an extent, that's true, but don't. PvP is a huge part of this game. What do ghosts do when guardians have sex? What is this post about to say? Like, do they leave the room because our ghosts are connected to us mentally? Do they hear us when we clap cheeks? Also, what happens when a guardian links with another guardian? Do the ghosts just have awkward conversations when we do the deed? Also, do guardians accidentally pop supers when they nut? What was going through this guy's mind as he's writing this? And I agree. I need answers. Like, this goes with, like, when do guardians sleep? When do we eat? We never do any of this shit. This makes me think, man. Because it reminds me of the Marsov and Lord Shaxx thing. Because they obviously, we know in the lore they fucked. So, like, why? Yeah, what do the ghosts do? Fucking popping a super when they nut, bro. That shit's fucking hilarious. I just picture a Titan fucking fist of havocing in in the middle of him having sex. Oh, that's such a beautiful thought. Oh, I love that. I'm uploading this. Okay, please make Trials loot more accessible. You get 1 Engram from weekly bounties, 2 tokens from daily bounties, 2 tokens from winning a game. And it costs 20 tokens for 1 Engram. I fully agree to an extent. Okay, hold on. I bumped my mic again. I'm sorry. Even the loot from going flawless is subpar. To my knowledge, you only get 1 single Ascendant shard in a depth weapon mod. That isn't even guaranteed to be a good roll. The way I feel about Trials is it's a fun competitive mode in the game, and it is a good competitive mode. I like the way it works. Obviously, there's problems between matchmaking and, you know, hackers and all this stuff. In terms of the loot system, though, I see why they want more accessible loot, because it is, you know, on a weekly rotation, only on the weekends, and you can only get this specific weapon, you know, for this win reward and all this stuff. So it's definitely not available for the casual player. But the thing is, making it more accessible makes it where, like, you stop playing Trials. Like me, I'm kind of done with Trials because I'm not good enough to go flawless. I'm gonna be straight up. So in terms of adept weapons, I don't care too much because I don't feel like trying my ass off to go flawless. But I have all the other Trials weapons, so like, why would I go play Trials again when if I don't, you know, care to go flawless? If I don't care for the competitive aspect, there's no point. So I see making it more accessible for the more casual player to get these, you know, awesome weapons, because the Trials weapons are great, but if you get them so quick, you're gonna be just done with it. That's why I like kind of having a weekly thing, because it always, when I say weekly thing, I mean like you have to wait a week to get these new weapons or get this bounty done. I like it because it always gives you, you know, you're always thinking about Destiny. You always have that Destiny thought in your mind that it always makes you come back to the game to do something. You always have something to do every week with these weekly stuff. Trafe rifles need a buff. This is not that long, but still, TLDR at the bottom. They're just in a really bad spot aside from Divinity. Here's my proposal. Make all the Trace rifles except Divinity's primary ammo. That would be huge, bro. The things that Trace rifles using special is so stupid. It kills the gun. The only other Trace rifle that I consider to leave at special ammunition would be the Wave Splitter, due to the fact that it would destroy in PvP. Yeah, to an extent. So make the other 3 Trace rifles Prometheus Lens, Cold Heart, and Ruinous Effigy. Use primary ammo. I'd use those Trace rifle far more. Just imagine. Okay, the rest of it is just saying primary ammo. The thing about Trace rifles is I agree, they definitely need more love. And if you look at how many there are in the game, something Bungie should do is put legendary Trace rifles in the game. All the Trace rifles we have are exotic. Like, that's a whole weapon class. That's really cool. It needs to be explored more. That gets no use just because the versions we have suck. But I definitely feel like they can be up there with good weapons. Except for Div. Obviously, Div is, you know, one top tier gun. It's honestly almost like an A/S tier weapon. But I personally, I fully agree with the primary. And then also give us some legendary versions of these weapons with Trace rifles. You know how much extra content and grinding that would go for. I agree. Trace rifles definitely need, not necessarily buff, but just like a rework. Well, I guess that technically is a buff. I'm just stupid. But you get what I'm saying. I think this is what we're going to end on. I see your lament. I didn't know lament had 2 L's. I see your lament and raise you a Joe Durton. I'm guessing this is a Jotun with Joe Dirt on it, so. What the fuck is that? What the fuck is that? No, bro. No, why'd they have to do David Spade like that? No, bro. This is the best one. Oh, that's the best one. How only fucking 15 upvotes? Okay, 16 hours ago, that's why. Look. That's amazing. That's amazing. People are so creative and clever. Oh, God. Well, I'm going to end on that note. If you guys like this and want me to do it again, I'm personally 100% down to. This is kind of, you know, more of a chill thing for me. I'm not, you know, getting loud, energetic, and crazy like I am in my funny moments videos. This is more of me just talking about Destiny and the state of Destiny. So if you disagree with me on anything I said, or just would rather ask me another question or have any further, you know, opinions, I would love to know down below. I love seeing what the Destiny community, you know, thinks, and all different opinions, and also like ideas on how to improve the game, like the game. Because obviously I'm a part of the community, and I think Destiny has one of the greatest communities ever. But I agree with a lot of this stuff. So if you want me to do a part 2, if this does well, I'll gladly do this again. Yeah, I have nothing else to say. Deuces.